What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tactical Advantage. So today we've got something a little bit different, gun related, but not gun directly. But this is something I've found so far that's really intriguing for me. So I reached out to this company, TrainingSights, TrainingSights.com, and basically what they're making are some sight simulators to use as training tools. Veteran-owned, made in the USA, and just, man, really cool stuff. So I'm going to run through these really quick, but my suggestion, anybody, you know, I guess a little background. I've been a firearms instructor for about, working on 20 years now, and kind of trying to objectively explain sight picture, sight alignment, follow through is something that's relatively difficult to get people to understand if they don't have a background. So you can kind of explain poor sight alignment, things like that. But, you know, when you go to demonstrate, it's relatively difficult for people to grasp. So over the years, I've tried all sorts of, you know, little makeshift devices to help visualize that for students. So when I found these, dude, these are great. They're awesome. But just to think, like if you're talking about, and obviously we've got a couple different choices. They make a bunch of different reticle types, irons, the EOTech type reticle, the red dots, you know, so there's a bunch of ways depending on your student, your class, or how you're teaching that you could apply these. But transparent with the sight on it. So if you wanted to impose that on a target, you could explain, you know, before demonstration, so your students or whoever you're teaching, even if you're just an avid shooter that likes taking new gun owners to the range, these are super handy. They are thick and definitely look robust, but I'm telling you guys, this is the coolest thing I've seen in a while. So to give you an idea, I was looking at this earlier. So say we've got, you know, the basic RMR type silhouette and the dot. And say we're running on like a dot torture and you're trying to explain to someone that's new to red dots the 10-yard zero or a hold. So, you know, if I'm just a dead zero on like a dot torture target, that's really easy to explain to somebody, you know, even without a visual aid. But when you're starting to talk about hold, from say like a 10-yard zero. So my 10-yard zero, my hold usually sits around right there. So how cool is it that you can explain to somebody, you know, without having to physically take them to the 10-yard line, to the 3-yard line, have them punch paper and understand how to hold that when you could just do this. That's wicked cool. Or an EOTech if you were talking rifle, like let's say like a fast target. You know, and you have multiple shifting zeros, you know, and you're trying to teach people holds and what they need to do. Incredibly cool training aid. Also kind of like to think about, you know, from a demonstration purpose, if you're doing irons and you want to explain to them the impact shift you get from poor sight alignment. You know, you could demonstrate this. You could actually throw the shot and have them understand what that looks like. You know, the cause and effect of it. Or another interesting thing I noticed, if you were trying to teach people cadence or speed from a sight picture standpoint, you could literally explain bounce and when you're back where you need to be, or if like that and back where you need to be. So yeah, I mean, I could talk on and on about these, but these guys had a great idea. These are incredible training tools. If you're an instructor out there, you should check these guys out. Because I'm not trying to pitch anything or sell anything, but I'm telling you, I will use these for sure. So yeah, TrainingSights.com, veteran-owned, made in the USA. Very kind of valuable tool. Probably one of the best little cheap tools that you can get to help people get better that I've seen in a long time. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.